And now, it's time for Football Friday Night with Rod Smith and the KRCG 13 sports team.
Good evening. Welcome to a Football Friday Night. Beautiful night around mid-Missouri and some big matchups in week 6 of the high school season. We had a great time out at Capital City High with our big tailgate before the football game. 4-1 Cavaliers in blue and 4-1 Helias, both state-ranked teams. They played 5 times before. Helias had won all of them. And the Crusaders playing some great defense tonight. Logan Hillman comes up with the early interception for Helias. Crusaders would drive 53 yards after that. Alex Marbury goes in the last 20 into the end zone for the opening score, 7-0. Helias on top. Crusaders scored again. Next time they got the ball, Nick Calvaruso, 25-yard field goal, makes it a 10-0 game after the first quarter. Phil Pitts D was dominating. Helias forcing another turnover. Easton Lukanoff jars the ball loose. Ben Lanigan recovers the fumble. Helias will turn that into points. Brock Martin on to kick. 40-yard field goal is good. The lead was 13-0. Helias comes up with yet another takeaway in the first half. C.J. Howell on the interception, and watch out, cameraman on the return. Get out of the way. Yeah, Crusaders in good field position again. Brady Fan will carry this one in for the touchdown. 20-0 at halftime. Helias, Austin Weaver, a couple third-quarter touchdown passes. Helias bounces back from a heartbreaking loss last week for a big 33-0 win tonight. The Crusaders are 5-1. Second oldest rivalry this side of the Mississippi River. The Jeff City Jays playing at Hickman tonight in Columbia. 121st meeting between these two schools. The Jays winning the last 12. Hickman, though, looking to end that drought. Opening drive, quarterback Braden Bursey finds Cason Conyers' 5-yard touchdown pass. The coach's son making a huge play. Visiting Jays answer. Following drive, Jays running back Jaden LaViolette punches it over for the score, all tied up 7-7. Jays defense stepping up here. QP pass ends up in the hands of Jamison Gerbs. He got reservations for 6. Gerbs has the Jays back on top. Not for long. QPs get back on track. Bursey hits his favorite target. Brock Camp, the big senior on the senior night, takes it 57 yards to tie up the game in the opening quarter. Hickman kept coming near the goal line. Bursey keeps it himself, 2 yards rushing score, and for the first time in 12 years, the Cupies are going to take down the Jays. Hickman gets the win, 49-35. What a wild one here. Rockbridge alone at the top of the CMAC standings and number 1 in our Mid-Missouri Prep Power Poll this week. Coming off that thrilling overtime win over Helias. Bruins back at home against the Camdenton Lakers, who came to fight tonight. Looks familiar. Down the red zone, Brady Davidson finds Devin Holt for 6. Memories of the overtime game winner last week. Camdenton responds. Willard DeMott in the Wildcat gets the Lakers to punch it over, ties it up. But Davidson and Holt not finished doing damage. Connecting on a long ball here to retake the lead late in the first half. Holt gets the chain from Coach. Early second quarter, Rockbridge gets the ball back on a strip sack from Andrew Williams. Bruins seemingly in command. One play later, they take it to the house. Donovan Taylor rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling all the way to the end zone for the hard-earned Rockbridge TD. This was a crazy game, though. Camdenton not done. Carson Durnan, talented quarterback for Camdenton. Fly pattern on the sideline. Deontay Hare. Long touchdowns, the name of the game tonight. Wild finish. They just ended moments ago. Rockbridge survives. 35-30, the Bruins win. Busy night in Columbia. The Battle Spartans at home tonight, looking for a win number 1. Would they beat Smith Cotton, the Tigers? Visiting Tigers get things going early. Defense steps up here. Recovering the fumble, Smith Cotton with a 10-6 lead at halftime. Towards the end of the third quarter, Tigers threatening. Gavin Jackson slings it to Dax Whisker. No one is going to catch him. The junior finds the end zone, and the cameraman, yes, Battle able to rally back and take the lead in the fourth quarter, but Smith Cotton scored with 6 seconds left. The Tigers win it 24-21 over Battle. The Blair Oaks Falcons, far and away the number 1 team in our Mid-Missouri Prep Power Poll among the small schools. Ted LePage's team 4-1, also number 1 in the Class 3 state poll, beefing up the non-conference schedule. Tonight on the road in Kansas, playing Blue Valley Southwest. Thanks to Dick Aldrich and Midmo Sports Online for the video. First time Blair Oaks football has ever played a game outside of the state of Missouri in 49 years of football. Blair Oaks scoring first on the Tyler Baxter Brady Dapkus 67-yard touchdown connection. It was 7-0. Blair Oaks, Dick Aldrich getting excited on this one. Blue Valley Southwest would tie it up, and here's the ensuing kickoff. Hard to see, but top of your screen, that is a reverse. Dapkus and Jackson Engelbrecht run it, ends up a 97-yard kick return for touchdown. Blair Oaks back on top. Nolan Laughlin and add a field goal. Then Tyler back to Brendan Racker's 26-yard touchdown. Blair Oaks led it 24-14 at the half. Dominating second half for Blair Oaks. They win big, 59-28 over Blue Valley Southwest. Great win for Blair Oaks. Tri-County football in Ashland. Homecoming for the Southern Boone Eagles, welcoming the Eldon Mustangs. Eldon on the board in the first possession. Evan Beanland, the quarterback, scrambling. He'll turn it upfield and take it 20 yards for the touchdown. Eldon had the 8-0 lead in this game. Second quarter now, an 8-3 game. Beanland finds Colin Brisbane, gets inside 5-yard line. The ball knocked out. Great bounce for Eldon, though, into the end zone. Jalen Beckman recovers for the touchdown. Mustangs led it 15-3, but Southern Boone finishes so strong in this game. Final seconds of the first half, Mason Shearer, quick strike to Hudson Talley. 5-yard score. They trailed by 5 at halftime, but Southern Boone dominates. Big second half, 4 touchdowns. Eagles win it 39-15, win number 100 in program history. Let's head to H-Town. The Hallsville Indians hosting Osage. Good year for the visiting Indians and a big start. This is Jason Colonius. Watch him break free. He will scamper all the way, 72 yards for the opening touchdown. Osage out in front, and they would add to that lead. Colonius again. He finds his way to the end zone. Osage gets another one. Aiden Williams a touchdown here. Shannon Jolly and the Osage Indians improved to 5-1, winning 52-16. Boonville Pirates perfect until last week. Big loss at Blair Oaks. 4-1 Boonville playing the Pintos from California. Pirates led it 14-0 at halftime. Third quarter, Evan Bishop on the keeper goes in 5 yards out. Boonville makes it a 21-0 lead. Pintos get on the board late in the third. Colby Less, the freshman, finds Jay Schreck 22 yards and a touchdown pass, but it was all Boonville. That was all the scoring. Boonville wins it 21-7. Highway 54 Bowl in Mexico. Bulldogs and Fulton Hornets, the 134th edition of this rivalry game. Mexico had won 11 in a row, going for a dozen tonight on the home field, but Fulton gave it a great fight. Quaylen Chambers gets it down near the goal line. Then Fulton muscles its way into the end zone. The Hornets on the board first. They led 7-0, and they kept this game close all the way. Hometown Bulldogs, an answer in the second quarter. Corbin Dorsey finishes the drive for the TD, knotted up. Close. Mexico, though, keeps the Highway 54 trophy with a 21-14 victory. The 133rd meeting between Fulton and Mexico. Centralia Panthers coming in 3-2. 6 points away from being undefeated. At home tonight hosting Highland. Thanks to our friends at Prepcast for the highlights here. Centralia scored early and often. Ethan Ross on the carry, 10 yards out for the touchdown. Panthers had a 24-6 lead after the first quarter. They weren't done. Early second, Charlie Robinson takes the handoff. Look at the effort. Breaks multiple tackles on his way to a 20-yard touchdown. Panthers put up 80 points. They win at 80-26. More high school highlights coming up. Games at North Callaway and South Callaway, one in Versailles, Tipton, Russellville, and Salisbury. Back to Columbia. Father Tolton, did they make it 5 straight wins? Stay with us on Football Friday Night. Football Friday Night, Father Tolton lost the season opener, but they have ripped off 5 big wins since, averaging about 35 points a game. Big test tonight at home, though. Back in Columbia, 4-1 Blazers battling 5-0 St. Francis Borgia from Washington. Tolton down 17 at halftime. Great comeback in the second. They get some help from Sam Ryan. A contested catch on the 3rd and long to keep a late drive alive. Dominic Abadi on the pass, and Carson Jackaway lowers his shoulder to finish the drive for the Blazer touchdown. But Borgia wins this one 24-14. North Callaway Thunderbirds, winners of only 2 games all of last year, already at 4 this year, going for a win against winless Louisiana tonight. Jaden Galbert, the sophomore back, with more than 150 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight. North Callaway capitalizes on the drive, taking a 30-6 lead. The T-Birds are 5-1. Kevin O'Neill, good young team with the big victory, 38-14. New Central State A Conference matching South Callaway and Harrisburg and Milcane tonight. First quarter, Harrisburg senior quarterback Trace Combs fakes the handoff and then breaks loose up the middle, finds daylight and the end zone. Harrisburg strikes first. Back comes South Cal. Quarterback Graydon Pontius responds, bulldozing his way over the goal line. Let's go to the second quarter. Combs takes the low snap, hands to junior Caleb Sager, breaks the plane, 14-8 Harrisburg. Sophomore Ethan Munford, though, takes this one in to put South Callaway up 16-14, and South Cal wins it 32-22. Another Central State 8 game, homecoming at Russellville. The Indians taking on first-year varsity team Lynn. Just a reminder, it can be dangerous on the sideline. Watch out, Ryan Smith, our cameraman, goes down, but he got back up to anchor the news tonight. I didn't end up so well a couple years ago. Russellville Indians survive the hit, 10-yard run. Conlon Hildebrand, one of the best picks of the night here. Russellville's Justin Seaver, the quarterback, on defense, intercepts, and a nice return. Later on, the Lynn Wildcats quarterback Tyler Wagner calls his own number, and look at this. Nice touchdown run for Lynn. They were in this ball game early, but Russellville wins on homecoming. Seaver to Jake Lake deep for the score here, 69-18 Indians over Lynn. More Central State A play in Fayette. Homecoming for the Falcons, visiting Tipton Cardinals, coming in 4-1. Lucas Cashman takes this one over for Tipton, starts scoring 6-0 early. Later, another nice touchdown run by Cashman. Tipton led it 26-0 at halftime. They win it 48-0. Bill Duke's team is now 5-1. Herman, first loss of the season, losing to Sullivan 20-12. Marshall falls to Moberly, good win for the Spartans. Montgomery County, the big win over Mark Twain, and Rolla edges past St. Mary's, good win for the Bulldogs. In Versailles tonight, Tigers taking on Clinton, thanks to our Lake TV for the video. Scoreless first quarter, first play of the second, 4th and goal. Versailles at the 1. Fletcher Bias stretches it over the goal line. Tigers led it 6-0, but that was it for Versailles. The visiting Cardinals scored the next 20 points. Clinton wins it 20-6. Owensville falls to Pacific. It was St. Clair over St. James. Salisbury over Marceline. West Strand gets the win over Scotland County, and Van Far for the first time this season loses. Bowling Green, they are tough, winning big. Still to come, defensive pest of the week and a look ahead to Missouri's first road test of the season.
Tonight's edition of the KRCG 13 Sports Desk is sponsored by the Mawkins Automotive Group.
Mizzou football has the longest win streak in the nation right now. They've won 8 straight dating back to last year. 4-0 this year. First time, though, they won't be favored tomorrow, walking into an intense atmosphere at Kyle Field.
You know, you're going to have to combine that with 105,000 people who, you know, are joined forces and trying to, you know, create distractions for your team. So you're going to have to be able to block out the noise, play on the 100 and, you know, the 100-yard field and the 53 third yard wide. I mean, and focus on the things that you can control in between the white lines.
Mizzou at Texas A&M. Lincoln at home against another Lincoln team, 2 o'clock. Westminster at home. So is William Wood, Central Methodist, and Missouri S&T. Offense gets most of the glory, but we salute the D with the Steve's Pest Control Defensive Pest of the Week. Let's give it to the entire Elias Catholic defense, forcing 3 big first-half turnovers. Made the difference. Phil Fitz D dominated. 33-0 win, shutting down a good Capital City offense. Pest of the Week honors go to Elias Catholic. Good wins for Elias, also Blair Oaks. Exciting win for Rockbridge tonight. And Hickman wins the old rivalry game against Jefferson City. Week 6 of Football Friday night is in the books, thanks to our KRCG crew led by Tony Mullen, Brian Hudnell, Chris Rogers, Nick Fuchs, Grace Gillis, Darren Beasley, Ryan Smith, producer Zach Factor, and our all-pro director, Phil Capps. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy your football weekend. MIZ, we'll see if the Tigers can do it down at College Station.
Football Friday Night has been sponsored by GFI Digital, Kemker Heating and Air Conditioning, Steve's Pest Control, Community Point Bank, and Custom Promotional Branding.